Kickturn Party tonight! Kickturn Party tonight! Kickturn Party tonight! Kickturn Party tonight! We're gonna have a Kickturn Party tonight! Alright!
And we're back.
And we're back again.
I have two questions.
Boxers.
Where in Alabama is one question, and two is you opened in '98. How long did it last?
I moved to Decatur, Alabama in '89 with my parents. A local family decided they wanted to build a little skate park, an indoor park, and I had a history in building and stuff. And so I helped them open that skate park. It didn't last very long at all. But I was like, well, if I could do it for somebody else in Alabama, I could just move back to Tennessee in my hometown and do one there. I was already keeping track with Brian and stuff at Pluto, and I talked to him about it. He was like, yeah, dude, do it.
We ran the skate park at Pluto till 91 when the bottom fell out of skateboarding. And then we had to close down the warehouse and everything. We moved downtown, and then things were picking up by the time you came back around, which was, what 98 or so?
98, yeah.
Yeah, skateboarding was picking back up again. So by that time, a skate park was a semi-viable option.
Yeah, once the X Games came back around, skateboarding started to get popular again.
That about 95, it started to ramp up. Yeah, no pun intended. But to answer Adam's question, I opened it in 98. And sold it in 2000. So I ran it for 2 years.
That was a really fun time. That was when Jamie Smith was just coming off of the Dorfman experience, I think.
Yep.
And was super punk rock and jaded and just ripping, man.
Yeah. Actually,
Jamie Smith.
We skated a lot with Lance and Jamie. Even Wilburn showed up a little bit. But I remember skating with JD and Lance and Jay probably most.
Yeah. Jamie actually got on Division because we sent a sponsor me tape shot at Axis.
Oh, really? Okay, so he was doing Vision while Axis was open.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I thought Axis was after Vision.
In fact, right after I sold Axis, me and Jamie took a trip out to California and hung out with Dorfman, stayed at his house and all that right afterwards.
So how was that experience?
It was surreal. It was weird. Like, I don't know. It was a fun trip. We were there for a couple of weeks, just going to different parks and skating and stuff like that.
I mean, I've always heard that Dorfman is like your best buddy and the coolest guy ever while you're hot and you're the thing. But as soon as you're not, he kicks your ass straight to the curb.
This is Jamie Smith.
Ooh, look at that little method.
He does like 12 kickflip variations in a row here.
Yeah, watch this. Let's see.
And
oh, wait, not that. Well, that's a frontside flip, but he does this switch flip nose blunt thing that's just silly. It's so good.
Yeah.
Which would still stand up today.
He just did a kickflip, and then he did another kickflip.
Oh, here it is. This is it. Watch this. Beak. Bonk. He's good at skateboarding.
And this is
he's good at drinking.
Oh, this is when the big ramp was still there, too.
Yeah, it was before I cut it down.
And that ramp looks only like it's about 8 feet tall, maybe.
That's like 9.
It was 8. It was 8. No, you're right. No, it was 9. It was 9, and then I cut it down to 7 when we.
It was 9, and it just barely met vert, I think.
Yeah, it just had maybe just a couple inches of vert.
There was another. Yeah, Jamie was really ripper, man.
Ramp.
Yeah, that's all one run, by the way. He hasn't fallen yet.
One single run, and he does like all these kickflip variations. There's another one.
I saw Jamie about a week ago.
He messages me every now and then. He sends me just random clips of him playing a guitar or random stuff.
Javis Ito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that stuff, man. I've got a couple of business cards, and that's about it. I think I may have a few stickers, and I do have a couple of T-shirts up in the attic probably, but T-shirt,
Yeah, I never had one of those.
I could have probably redone that logo. I didn't really like that logo, but that's whatever. Hey, I've got the sign at my parents' house. The big one that was on the side of the building.
The warehouse sign?
Yeah. All right. So we had a few demos at Axis over the years. And,
we'll watch that demo of Mike V.
And you got all the good stuff, JD. How do you just save all that? That's rad.
JD is the collector's collector.
Seriously?
See, I didn't even know this video happened.
Oh yeah.
Mike V.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I was doing that day and why I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was sick. There's Jameis. So it was Mike V, Jason Adams, flying, and then Gagne, Christian's VTAC was there. I've got Schubert on this one too.
Yep.
Schubert used to wear that place out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, there's. Oh, wait, he was just going by there. So yeah, there's Mike V again. Every time I see Mike V, like he was at last GatorCon, and every time I see him, he's like, "Dude, that was such a fun demo." You know, he still talks about it.
I'd love to get
He
this.
just came through not too long ago with Black Flag, aka Black Flag. And,
Yeah.
You know, I would love to get some of this footage because my son hangs out with Jason Adams all the time.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Yeah, it's on
do.
YouTube. I mean, all this is on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was sick. Yep.
Yeah, my daughter picture with him at that
I
concert.
couldn't tell what he did.
That's
He
it
just did
was a
side
bank
up
to
to back
wall.
pivot. Yeah. This is a whole run that Christian does, which is sick. He does like front blunt sides, like that, and he just keeps going. He still rides for Mike. He rides for Street Plant, I think.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's got the whole street plant thing going on. That's pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
When he was in town for the last Black Flag show, he posted a couple of pictures on Instagram. He had been skating around town before the show and had some sunset pictures of just like the streets of Knoxville or stuff.
That's cool.
I've got a question. So you want to talk about the skate park here?
Yeah. I mean, I think right around when that was going on, I was living in Atlanta down there. I was working for this company called Sun and Ski Sports, which is kind of an outdoor company.
Modern day powder and pavement.
Yeah, pretty much. And speaking of powder and pavement, that's where I got my very first skateboard. And I bought it from Kevin Pack. And it was a silver McGill, the pig nose McGill. Jason's question. So I was coming up like on the weekends, and I was working with Brian and Joe Walsh, the city guy, the city Parks and Rec guy.
Yeah.
And we were having meetings, and then we started working with Chris Woodhull.
Yeah.
And we started having meetings, like, you know, more group meetings, you know, about what we want to put in. And, you know, I know Nate, and I don't know if you were there at some of those, Jay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
This is
And
the
then
new skate park you're talking about.
yeah, the concrete skate park, the KSP. And then, so I was kind of involved in that part, and we did a few things down on Market Square, some like fundraising things.
No, we did every sundown in the city for 2 years in a row.
Yeah. I went to a couple of them, not all of them, but I went to
Jay and Jason and Brian and I did. It was 12 a season for 2 years in a row. By the end of it, we fucking hated it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of rad though, because there were Thursday nights, and after we would put the booth up and everybody would bail out of downtown Knoxville, we'd go race the Dwight Kessel garage.
Oh,
Because
sick.
back then it wasn't a free garage, and you had to be out by a certain time, like, so it would be empty.
Nice.
And he would go, we'd go race that garage on Thursday nights.
Killer.
So you worked for McGill at one time, right?
Oh yeah, back in the 80s.
Yeah. In Florida?
Down in Florida, he had a skate shop that was also a nursery, like plants, not like kids, but like a nursery. So you could go buy all kinds of palm trees and stuff down there. But my grandparents lived in Florida, right around the corner from their shop, and so I saw this big billboard that said Mike McGill Skate Shop, and it had the skull and the snake and everything, the same logo, and I was like, what? And so we found it, and I started hanging out there so much, because I would go down there for this whole summer, and I started hanging out at McGill so much that they put me to work. And so
here's a shovel, Gromit. Get to work.
Really.
Now, doesn't he still have a skate shop in San Diego?
Yeah.
McGill's.
Yeah, he's had that forever. It's in Encinitas, and they still, I think, have the one in Florida too.
Yeah, the one in Florida still exists too.
Yeah.
How did he end up doing plants?
I don't know. I think because his mom was into, like, his mom had the nursery first, and then because his mom ran the one in Florida, and he would come in and out because that was like 87. That was like right when Animal Chin was.
Yeah, and he was making money.
Yeah, he was flying.
He was bankrolling it.
Yeah, so his mom ran the one there, and she was kind of a nursery person. In fact, some of the work that I did for them was not just at the shop, but it was also out. We would go out and shovel mulch and shit like that. And so So yeah, that's how it was. It was a nursery, and then they decided to kind of split the difference into a skate shop too. That happened.
Of all the things that get coupled with a skate shop,
Right.
the nursery is pretty rare, I would say.
Well, it sounds killer though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's better than some of the ones I've seen. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
It beats
skate
being
park,
coupled with a
vape
porn shop,
you
right?
know, or something like
Vape
that.
shop, yeah. There's a couple of those in Atlanta, I think. Some vape shops or head shops, and then they've got a ramp in there.
Isn't that what Zoomies is in the mall?
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of skate tattoos, Nate, you reminded me of something. I've got a Knoxville skateboarding tattoo.
I know you do. The
Yeah.
KSP.
Yeah, you want to
That's
see
the
it?
logo.
Yeah.
No, it's not the logo. It's
I thought it was,
hang on. It's
Yeah.
it's the World's Fair logo.
Yes.
that's the
animal-
Knoxville
That's
Skatepark.
fucking rad.
Yeah, with the animal chin. That's actually the Tommy Guerrero.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. The World's Fair flame and the Tommy
Yeah.
Guerrero. That's pretty cool.
This is a contest that was at Axis that has got a bunch of the local hero guys in it.
Is this the one that was
and figure out
the
who's who.
qualifier for the
So
Warped Tour?
who's this? I don't have names on them. That's
Chris, or no, I thought that was Christy, but it's not.
that's what's his name?
Crazy man.
Yeah. There's me.
Yeah.
Jay.
Is this the
Man.
qualifier for the Warped Tour?
It may have been. I think that's Tex. Remember Tex?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Adam.
And of course, Colonel
Yeah,
Bacchus.
Trey.
There's
Jay.
me again. Mike Lance.
That's Lance.
Yeah. Is Lance
What
still
was this,
skating at all?
2000, did you
There's
say?
JD.
Lance won't come out and skate unless it's an electric skateboard.
Oh,
He claims back problems, but he'll come out every once in a while and just rip the shit out of it. And then go back into retirement.
damn.
Mike Lance. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
God, what's that guy's name?
Was it Sloth?
Yeah, it is Sloth.
No.
That's the crazy artist guy that.
Yeah.
There's Schubert.
There's Schubert. And Schubert was ripping. He went all the way across the park and all the way back.
There's Lance.
Lance,
Woo.
Tex.
Yeah.
I remember I had to judge one of these.
Yeah. There's JD.
Yeah, JD. Oh, sick.
Damn.
And there's Christy.
And JD
yeah.
used to be pretty good. That was what's her name, wasn't it?
Christy Cannon.
Christy married
Cannon.
Stephen Key.
Randy.
Key.
Yeah.
Damn, I ollied.
There's Trey riding the boat board.
Oh, grind down the corner.
Riding down the corner.
Trey has not changed at all.
Oh, I know. I saw him last time I went in there. I went to last time I was in Knoxville. I always try to stop in Pluto and see everybody. And
There's Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah, JD. Look at that with the ollie.
180 ollie.
There's Trey riding skyhooks.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Adam Strufert.
Oh, we got the Daffy.
Daffy.
And there's
James.
Punk Rock Smith.
Yeah.
Mike.
Lance.
Yeah.
Looks exactly the same as right now.
Yeah. So that was a little contest.
When we were all on here before you, Mike, we were saying, show some of that Mike Hathcote footage. And Jay was like, I'm not going to feed his ego.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Good buddy, man.
No, I'm not showing that.
This is Mike.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I live
All
my
Mike
life
all the
looking-
time.
I live my life looking for old footage of me that I can sit around and look at. Trust me, it's hell yeah.
I don't have a lot, but I've got a few little things here and there.
I just wish that we had more video cameras in the 80s.
Seriously, man. I mean, because the backyard scene in Knoxville was just so good in the 80s. Like, there were so many.
Well,
good ramps
we have
and-
such little footage of the Unfair in the Cage, and just
Yeah.
Brian had that
Yeah,
one
it's
camera.
almost like it didn't exist.
Yeah.
That really amazes me because you guys were kind of in the same weird sub-circles as like Russ Harper and that.
Oh, yeah.
Group and all
Russ
that.
lived across the street from me. I used to go sit in the basement and watch Teenage Love
Nice,
Practice when I was like 12.
They were all
We
shooting.
call that Axel axle pivot to rock and roll. What's that called?
It's called an axle pivot to rock and roll.
First person I ever saw do it was Tom Graholski. I thought they were cool. I tried them forever, man.
So all those dudes were shooting videos at community television way back then. You know?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, Lance is the king of the back truck pivot, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I love that trick. That's my go-to. That's one of my go-tos as well. I can pretty much back pivot.
Yeah, I was always so jealous of it because I could do 50-50s and axle stalls, but I couldn't do the pivot kick turn thing.
You remember the pull at the golf course?
Yeah, yeah.
I still got some of that video. I got all kinds of video I need to get transferred over.
That was a one-hitter.
And the tons of the skateboard, the pull at the golf course, and
Here, I have some video of me. We should watch that next.
Yeah, Mike, around the corner.
The skating's fine. That shirt, I'm not so sure about.
That's right. Exactly.
probably
Hey, that was a
He
Vans.
was bowling in the league later, man. Give it
That was a Vans shirt. That was actually a Vans. I got it up at the Vans outlet in Pigeon Forge.
We're going to go back to Axis Greatest Hits.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this one. There's like, remember Murdoch and
Yeah.
who else is in this? Scotty Boy's in this.
Video.
all right.
Yeah.
There's Lance. Lance used to rip that place, man.
Yeah, he did. Remember that kid, Donnie Ellison?
Man, I wish Lance
I
would
do
come and
remember.
skate.
JD.
JD.
That's a huge error, JD. Gene Bruner.
R.I.P. Gene Bruner.
I hadn't thought about Gene in a while, and I saw this video.
Schubert with the shifties.
Yeah.
What's this? Tail.
Schubert's still ripping. He comes down to the skate park.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Forgot Jeremiah's last name. That's why I didn't put it on there.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Scotty boy ripping it up. Nice.
Zach.
Still skates. He's ripping too.
Oh yeah. He
He came out here and stayed. He stayed here a few years ago for Phoenix Am.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
He and his wife came out.
Nice.
Who's that?
That's Seth Kimbrough. He's a big pro now for Hoffman Bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Matt
this kid.
Lorraine or whatever. He's still around somewhere.
Yeah, he's in New York. He just had a baby. But I think he still skates.
That's cool. You know all these guys, huh?
Yep. Kept up with most of them. Oh, this is him. He tried some inlines one day and he was like trying to show these inliners how easy it was. So that was literally the first time he had ever put on inline.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that because I looked at the guy and I was like, that's not an inliner. That's a skate kid.
Yeah.
You
You remember that product toss, JD?
Oh yeah.
There's Murdoch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill some kids.
Yep.
I was wondering about Murdoch. I haven't seen he ripped.
Yep.
He's probably
Mike
in jail.
Borum. I haven't heard anything about him either.
He's back in Knoxville.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance talks to him.
That was Charles. I forgot his last name, but I remembered it now. It's Charles Borum. Not Borum. Charles. Shit. Now I forgot it again. Charles. I can't remember.
Adam
Yeah.
Struford. I remember that. See, I remember all these names. I don't remember any of the kids.
Adam quit skating, and he's like a big. Well, I know when he went to college, he became like a frat boy and all that. And I think he just quit.
that happens.
That happens.
He had some talent, man. He was
He
talented.
did. He was a ripper. He was a ripper
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't
He's
scared.
what you call a used to skater.
I
Yeah.
used to. Yeah. Which is, I'm not sure which is worse, a reenactor or a used to.
Yeah. Poser.
Are there
That's the
many
worst.
behind that?
Look at that. Ollie into that little ramp.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
that's
is a
right.
mini back there.
Jamie.
Man, you could
That's
tell
pretty good
Jamie's
punk
style
rock.
from a mile away.
Yep.
I honestly don't think I ever met this kid.
You never met Jamie Smith?
I don't think so.
Oh, he used to come and skate the backyard
I was
occasionally.
gonna say if I did, he was
He's
a
Adam. He's my age, or maybe like a year older than me.
okay. Yeah, I'm sure I met him probably, but I'm sort of in my own world most of the time.
We skated Wallows a lot. I thought that bar was cool because it was adjustable. I made it like a telescoping adjustable thing. And hey, there's that shirt again.
Corner pocket, because it was before anybody was bending pipe and you cut so many holes.
Yeah.
Cut so many slots in it.
You cut slots in it.
It was almost like going around pool coping.
Yeah,
I remember Mike coming out to Axis while you were cutting the pipe and bending it in that one corner.
Yeah,
and you were push on it while I cut it.
Yeah, what I had to do was what we did was I cut all those little slits in it, and then I put a come along, or we cut a template the same radius as the corner, and we literally just used that and just jacked it, and it would slowly bend, and it was just like, and we finally got it all the way bent, almost, and then that's when you showed up, Nate, and we were up there trying to force it into that slot, and we all had to just muscle it in.
You guys have seen where they're doing the cross marks on metal.
Yeah,
coping.
The diamond grind
On metal coping to emulate pool coping.
The clickety clack. Yep.
Yeah. So you were way ahead of your time, Mike.
Yeah, there you go. I should have patented that. Yeah, diamond grind. You can look it up. They do a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's a cool idea. I still prefer the real thing.
Mike, I agree with you 100%.
Heck yeah.
Did you ever ride out with us to Mike Joyce's ramp in Oak Ridge?
Skated there a bunch.
Yeah, man. Eddie and I used to wear that one out.
Yeah, Eddie took me out there a few times, actually. And actually,
we go out there, and Joyce was long gone, but his parents would always be like, "Sure, come and skate."
Yeah, that was a fun ramp, but it was on the side of a freaking mountain, and if you lost your board, you had to go hiking down.
Or if you came close to the edge, you could potentially die.
Oh yeah.
If you slid off the side, it was like an 8-foot drop to the ground.
Yeah, it wasn't that high, but if you were going fast and pointed in the wrong direction, it didn't matter, right?
You could do like a 30-foot air if you weren't careful.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, if Rhett was on here, he and I went there one time, or he was there when I was there at some point, and I did probably what was the biggest frontside air I'd ever done, and he called it the magic frontside air because I just floated it up. It was probably like 5 foot frontside air, right in his face. And, landed it perfect. And he was like, dude, that was the magic frontside air. And he always referred to the magic frontside air from then on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So thanks for coming by Kickturn Party. Thanks to Mike.
Thanks for joining
coming
us.
by.
Giving
us this skinny on what he's been doing. Thank you guys for coming by. See us again on Kickturn Party.
Woo!
Send us some emails. Tell us how bad we are, because we know we suck.
Tell us what you want.
Out.
Everybody's gonna hang out here tonight. All right. We'll pass out in the flat. All right. Tonight. We got nothing better to do than to take 6 runs, drink a dozen brews. Don't talk about anything else. We don't wanna know. We're dedicated to beers, holes, and bros. Backside slasher, website grind, Kickturn Party. We'll hang out by the peanut pool all night and every night, and go someplace else to smoke and yell. It's Friday night. We got nothing better to do than take 6 runs, drink a dozen